Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead, and it's cool and damp today, so we're going to make a blueberry pie for dessert. Now this is my last jar of blueberries and syrup. And before you ask, folks, I don't can pie filling. I can fruit and syrup and then make the pies from there. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. Bob's your uncle. Now I have a strainer and a measuring cup, and I'm just going to set that to drain. You want as much of the juice drained out of your berries as possible. All right, let's go and start our pastry. This is what's left of the blueberries. Now don't panic if your home canned blueberries and syrup go right down to like a half a jar, because they've shrunk. They've been cooked in the jar, and that's okay. We've got lots of juice to work with. Here's our pie plate, and let's start with some crust. And if you don't trust yourself with making pastry, go ahead and click the little white button over here that has the eye in it, and it will lead you my flaky pastry recipe. So let's get some flour down here. Now, as you know, I have been given some products from banggood.com to try out and give a review on. And today, it's a lattice top cutter. This is to make, you've seen me in the past make lattice tops by weaving them. Well, this is supposed to take that out of the equation, so we'll see. Okay, so here is our pastry. In here, I want to make sure it's going to really do all the way around. And I'm just going to dump my blueberries in here. Again, it's not going to look like much, but a lot of it is from the juice. Now, if you're using home canned blueberries and syrup, you can add more sugar for the pie if you like. But we are, you know, Howie's a diabetic, Mom's a diabetic, so I just stick with the sugar that's in the syrup. This lattice top thing, it is supposed to use less pastry, especially for a pie that's going to be very, very juicy. So let's roll this out. Apparently, you're supposed to roll it out the length of your pie shell, as wide as the roller. And I'm going to dust this and roll this in some flour, so hopefully it doesn't stick. And we're supposed to just be able to go whoop like this. But guess what, folks? It's sticking bad. I know maybe we'll try it from the other end, but it seems awful fussy. Now, okay, if I just turn it this way, and now how am I supposed to pull it apart? Okay, let's get a knife. I guess I'm just going to have to cut through the spots that the cutter didn't cut through, and try not to cut everything apart. Well, I don't think it's going to fit the top of my pie. I really don't. Maybe if I roll it out a little bit more while it's latticed. Maybe that will help it fit. I don't know if I was recording, folks, but I've got my blueberry syrup, 3 tablespoons of tapioca starch. You can use cornstarch if you wish, and a knob of butter or a tablespoon of butter. And now we're going to heat this up and cook it until it thickens. You can add a little bit of cinnamon if you want, but I don't like cinnamon in my blueberries. You want to stir constantly, folks. You don't want this thickening on the bottom and not all the way through and then burning. And here it comes. See how beautifully that thickens up? That stops your sauce from over-soaking your pastry. Look at that. Let's get this into the pie. And we're just going to pour our thickened blueberry sauce right over the blueberries. Now let's try and get this lattice top on here without wrecking it. Okay, that's not bad. I'm just going to crimp my crust. You know what? It may be a little bit fussy, folks, but that actually works faster than trying to do it yourself. Now this is going to go on a cookie sheet, just in case it bubbles over, in a 425 degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes until the pastry bakes. If you want to brush it for that golden look with egg white, I recommend you do it before you put it on the pie. Wow, that looks pretty fancy. All right, into the oven this goes at 425 for 30 minutes until I think the pie crust is cooked, because the berries already are. I'm going to give this a thumbs up for the simple reason as it saved me weaving an entire pie crust, which I just hate to do. So you don't see me do it very often. And this just tosses right in the dishwasher. Pastry lattice cutter. Easier than weaving the pie crust yourself. Dishwasher safe. One thumbs up. I got this from banggood.com, where you get more bang for your buck. Okay, our timer has gone off. Let's check on our pie. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? I guess I better tell Papa to bring home some vanilla ice cream. All right, let's cut into this beautiful pie.
I'm sure she'll.
Would you like some pie with your ice cream, dear? Mm-hmm. That's what I was waiting for, the Thanks, awesome. Baby. This is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, now you know why I don't make photobomb. Now you know why I don't can pie filling. Because it's just as simple to can your fruit in syrup and then make the pie later. It gives you more options. Take care. God bless.